Hey YouTube, hey friends. I hope this reading will be unique. I want to know, and I hope you want to know, okay, babies and a mother. I want to know if our souls choose their parents. What do babies think in the womb during that 9 months of normal? And when does the soul actually attach to an embryo? So I think this will be interesting. Let's get it on. Wait a minute. Isn't that what parents do? Okay. Do souls choose their parents? And I'm going to use my fairies deck. Do souls choose their parents? I'm getting a yes. So where should I go with start? First card. King of Summer. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in cultural endeavors. So the King of Summer is cups, emotions. For me, that feels like the soul has powerful needs of their involvement within their parents. Next card, left or right? Right. Eight of Cups. The desire is more meaningful life. Realizing that it's time to move on and make life changes. And that makes a lot of sense. So a soul that is coming back in and reincarnating per se, moving on to its next life, it has that desire to evolve and have a more meaningful life. Left or right? Right. And then we have Justice. That makes sense. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. And that's kind of the same thing. A fair outcome. I truly feel that when the soul comes back into another life, they're improving on their next life. And they want to do things differently. Next card. Left. And then we have the Lovers. That new baby coming in, or that new soul coming into the mom's womb, wants to feel that life force again, that connection of being alive. So they try to choose that mother that will be nurturing. And this card says, true love that is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart. And a return to good health. So that's that, a spirit and souls are all about love. They're in a place of love. So when they come back again, they want to feel that energy of being alive. So that's enough on that one. Okay. So now that we've established the soul chooses its parents, when does the soul actually attach to an embryo? Is it at the time of fertilization? Or is it later within the pregnancy? Oh, it just brought up another good question. I'll get to that next. So, when does a soul connect with the embryo and the fetus in different stages? Left to right. The dreamer. And that's the fool. But it's embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure. Which can be a very good card for the fool because it's a movement card. Next, left or right, right? Keep going. And then we have the Ace of Spring, which is Wands. Spring is the rebirth time. Okay? You know, when spring comes, plants and grasses, and they start to grow. So it's a rebirth. So when that soul and that connection of the sperm and the egg starts the rebirth. And it's an ace. So it's an ace of spring. And it says it's the time to take action. Be fearless and happy and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. So that's making me feel like it's almost immediate. As soon as that cell is joined and you start forming, that's when the soul takes place and makes that connection. That's what I'm feeling so far, but I'll pull a couple more. Left or right, right. And then we have Nine of Spring, another rebirth. The Nine of Wands. And as we all know, it's energy, action, and power. And that's finding trust and making that connection. And the little notation on the bottom says, protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible changes that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Well, that soul and that everything is in the womb. There's a lot of changes going on. Left or right? Right again. Another rebirth. Queen. Queen of Spring. That's the connection with the mother. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between home and work. If I look at this card, that mother's in deep concentration. And it's brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. That's the power and the connection made with the mother. One more, I feel. Left or right? Right again. Oh. And then we have Queen of Winter. To me, that feels like the struggles the mom goes through. It's the Queen of Swords. So there's changes in the mom. And it talks about a divorce. You know, it can be divorce, but it's the divorce of the mom's reality as it was before. So it says on top, being strong, being patient, self-sufficient, and try to be funny. Do I need another one? Yeah, it kind of still says no, but I think I want to pull one more. 7 of summer. Summer is cups. I think it's cups. New deck, sorry. And that's no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making your decisions. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing options. 7 of cups. 7 of cups. Oh, that's the hopes and dreams card. And that's, I think that has a lot to do with the mom. You know, the hopes and dreams of having a happy, healthy baby. Okay. So, that's what I'm feeling, is that once that cellular connection is made, and that the sperm and the egg make that connection and it's fertilized, that's when the soul pops in. Okay. Now, maybe a little dark, but it does happen. What happens in a miscarriage? Is that little soul still connected to the mom? Or does it move on? Okay. In the event of a miscarriage, is that soul connected to the mom? And why does a miscarriage happen? Let's try that. Okay. 2 of Swords. The card says it's indecision that's holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than pleasing others. Feeling trapped between the intellect and the emotional. It's a good fortune card. It makes me feel, it's a 2, so it's a connection between the mom and the baby that did start. But there's a conflict. The conflict's either that soul isn't ready, or the mom isn't ready, or there's something wrong. So it's a conflict. So a miscarriage happens when there's a conflict. Next, left or right? Right. Up. 9 of Spring. Protecting the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. That's 9 of Wands. Oh, 9 of Wands. Protect the fruits of your labor. This one's kind of difficult. Protecting the fruits of your labor. 9 of Spring. 9 of Wands. To me that feels like, like it's not meant to be. It's not time kind of thing. Because spring is rebirth. It's new starts. But it's like environmental factors. It wasn't meant to be at the time because of what's going on. Maybe the mom's not ready, or, like I said, there's maybe something wrong. Left to right, right. The dreamer, the fool again. It was a time to move on. Begin a new adventure. And the mom should be trusting that it wasn't the right time. Left. 6 of winter. Travel card. And that's the 6 of wands. Swords, sorry. Winter is swords. And that means the change is over. And most of the time it's good news because you can try again. But again, that's another move on card. So, I'm not, except for the 2 of swords, the good fortune, trying to see if there's that lasting connection. Left or right? Right. Two of Wands. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnerships with others who share your dreams. Progress will be made. So in there's a man and a woman. Trying again. The action of trying again. So, haven't got that true answer yet. Is that soul? I don't believe so. Because I got 2 movement cards. I'm feeling that the soul of that person, or of that energy that was coming in at the time, it wasn't meant to be. So they're moving on to another compatible mom. Generally. Alright, we need some more clarifiers here. I want to make sure. Renewal. What's 20? Renewal is, judgment. New life. The soul is moving on to a new life, a new opportunity. Renew the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. Right. And then we have the King of Autumn. King of Autumn. I gotta pause for a second. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. So we got the King of Autumn. That's the King of Coins. So that's the passion to get where you want to be. When a soul wants to come in and be alive again into a embryo, fetus, it wants to feel that life again. So it's that, passionate. So it may not be the right time, so I'm feeling that soul would move on another. I just got a hit on something. Pull another card. Right. Unity. Unity is... Oh, the Hierophant. Do the right thing for the right reason. Comparing traditional to new approaches is spiritually minded. Unity. It's a bond. The sacred bond. There's always a sacred bond once that mother is holding that embryo or that fetus developing. For some reason I'm feeling like sometimes that soul would move on to another mom. I kind of heard it has something to do with past lives. The same way that people you meet in your life become close, or twin flames, or kind of friendship soulmates. You've had past lives together. There's that common familiarity. So, one more. Queen of Spring. That's the Queen of Wands. Believe in yourself. Maintain the balance. That came up in the other discussion. The Queen of Rebirth. That's what happens. Yeah, I just truly believe that there's always going to be that connection with mom. So it's like when the mom would pass, there would still be that little energy or connection that they have with that unfortunate miscarriage. Okay. So then, when, generally a term of pregnancy is 9 months, approximately. What does that little child, that fetus growing inside, do and think for 9 months? And do fetuses dream? What does the baby inside the mom do for 9 months? This one seems like it might be a few more cards. Okay. Queen of Coins. That's the baby is just feeding off its mother. It's not only taking nutrients, but it's also taking mom's emotions. So it feels like if the mother's stressed, the baby's stressed. Mother's happy, baby's happy. So it's making that connection. Prince of Winter, which is like the Knight of Swords. Intellectual, determined, focused, and impulsive. Seeking out intellectual solutions to your problem, need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden and unexpected changes. So a knight is kind of like a warrior. This young fetus is going through many changes of growth. And they're taking in that determination to change. Intellectually growing. So this Queen of Coins, a lot of the baby's development depends on the mother. Spiritually, energetically, nutritionally. So happy mom, happy baby. Left or right? Right. And then we got the Unity card, which is the Hierophant again. There's a lot of spirituality going on here. The souls of the mom and the baby are connecting incredibly. Vibrationally, spiritually, energetically. They're basically one. Left or right? Right again. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is a relief. It's like hibernation. It's in hibernation time for the baby. And they do a lot of meditation. And they do a lot of thought about how I want my life to be. Right again. I'm getting a lot of right here. Why? I don't know. And then we have Page of Coins. That's the baby is mischievous and playful. Hence the kicking when they get older. They're doing a lot of learning. And thought. It's like the hibernation period of thought. And then we have the Lovers again. I got that another one. That's that connection between mom and baby. And it also talks about choices made by mom affect baby. The Lovers, the connection, the unity. Mom happy, baby happy. Mom distressed, baby distressed. Mom freaking out because she's hormonal, baby's freaking out because mom's hormonal. I've been there. All right, what else we need to know? Left or right? Oh, same card again. I think I got earlier. The Justice. It's the time for review. Same thing. The baby is just thinking. The life review. How am I gonna change my life? It's the time of renewal. the soul made that new connection to feel alive again. So now, like a bear or something, they're in that hibernation period, in that time of growth. And it's also spiritual and intellectual growth. There's a lot of thought going on with this kid. So I haven't seen the magician or the star or anything like that, or the high priestess, to think that they dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 2 more. Left or right? Three of Swords. That's it's usually the 3 swords in the heart, when you're talking about pain, and that there's no pain here. This is more of the hibernation period, winter, the hibernation period, and growing stronger. And then we have 8 of Coins. And that's the desire for a more meaningful life. Choosing your next major life changes. I still don't feel like we got the big answer, right? I keep getting drawn to the right. King of Spring. The inspiring major influence. That's the Wands. Leadership. It feels like the father. The influence of the father. It's not a lot, but making connections with the father just by loving mom through this new period in their life of being a mom, whether it's for a second, whatever, the support is very beneficial. Baby knows when things are troubled because mom feels it, right? So she has that loving support from dad, future dad. It's felt. I still want one more. Let's get some more answers. And then the Wheel of Fortune. The sudden good luck. The delays are over. The circle of life is completed. And poof, we have a new baby. I mean, technically, I would think the baby does dream. But in the read here with the cards, it doesn't really say the baby dreams. It just feels like it's in reflection time. The time for how I want my life to be. So I hope you found that interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting. Kind of things I've thought about, but for some reason it popped in my head to do that today. Till the next one. Thanks.